So the coffee this morning, I really enjoyed it.
Mine was a little cold. I should have got some more.
Yeah, you should have got more before we came in.
I know.
I have my nice Minecraft mug here.
Well, that's fancy.
And it keeps it nice and warm and everything.
Uh-oh.
This is the Block Party, a Minecraft podcast, episode 155. We're your hosts, Bearded Sloth.
And Little C.
Get all our info at theblockpartymc.com.
Now let's get the block party started.
Hey, Little C.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. WB.
WB.
That hasn't been as much of a
Warner
thing this
Brothers.
season.
Oh, the
on
welcome
Jericho.
backs?
Not as many people are spamming welcome back. Jericho players,
we
if
need
you're
to
listening,
retrain them.
spam welcome back whenever someone joins.
They need to come in
Like at
for
least 3
new
welcome
training.
backs.
So we need to set up a meeting so we know when to have a meeting for training.
You've had a week at work, haven't you? You're a little salty.
It is sometimes like that now. I'm in that world a bit. But it was actually a pretty good week till yesterday. But we'll get into that in the real life stuff.
We have a podcast just to talk about that we should have
Minecraft.
a podcast.
We should have a podcast. And it's fun. Thank you for the music there, John Derry 270, his YouTube channel. Castlegate Studios, otherwise known as CGS. What do you want to talk about?
We have comments this week.
We do have comments, so it's not just us.
That's a
Thank
new
you,
one.
thank you, listeners. Make sure you get your comments in right now as you listen. Go get your comments in. However you need to do that, either email us, contact@theblockpartymc.com, or, of course, join our Discord. That's the best way. We see it right away. It is the best way to ensure your comments are going to make it to the show, too, right?
BS struggles with technology, especially
Emails are
emails.
hard. Oh, don't get me started on emails.
Oh, boy.
Man. First comment we got from you, the listeners, was from Howlin. Hey, y'all. Have you heard of the silverfish mining technique? The trick is to get as many silverfish into one hole as possible and use a splash potion of poison and regen on them. The trick is that they will infest blocks and break them, but they won't break ores, so it'll leave you with a whole bunch of floating ore blocks in a massive hole.
I saw this on a YouTube video the other day.
I did see it,
And it
but how
doesn't
in the
look-
world would you get that many silverfish?
All I can think is the end room spawner for survival. This does not seem like it's a good theory, but I came up with the little discussion question after this whole thing. Andesite, diorite, and granite. The granite.
We're special out here.
It doesn't get infested. Should it? Should they have, when they added those blocks a long time ago now, but I remember it still, should they have made those still get infested by silverfish, and now should they do it with deep slate and tough and all the new blocks?
Okay, add-on makers, make that happen. That doesn't seem like it'd be that difficult.
I don't want it to happen.
You don't want it.
I mean, it'd be annoying, but do you think that should have been something they keep doing
Why
in the
wouldn't
game?
they?
They haven't?
I mean, do silverfish... I don't know how silverfish in real life work.
But I feel like they should infest andesite and
More
stuff.
things. And even maybe the ores.
I don't think they should
It'd be
infest
more
ores.
risky for you to get,
The
when you're
ore
going
seems
in.
like it'd be a weird mechanic.
I haven't ran into silverfish too much this season. I know
haven't run into
in
them
the past.
since OG Minecraft. Now that we
I
all
think
mine
it was
really low.
right when Caves and Cliffs came out, and my base was underneath basically a
Mhm.
big mountain, and I ran into them everywhere when I was
Silverfish,
just mining, right?
they used to be such a big issue, and then Caves and Cliffs happened, and now we all mine at -58 or whatever
Right.
for diamonds.
Yeah, so you don't have it there.
And for everything else, we kind of make farms for iron and stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Yeah, I haven't run
modern
into them in a long time.
Minecraft, silverfish aren't
And
really
what's
a
the
thing.
first thing you do when you go into the in portal room?
You break that
You break
spawner.
that spawner because it's useless otherwise. But now we find a reason. Maybe it's something you could do.
There you go. Stop breaking the silverfish spawner.
I wonder though, will the spawner stop spawning them at a certain point?
On
Well, I guess
Bedrock,
if you get them
probably.
out of the range.
Yeah. This is some weird mechanics.
I like it though. I
Just-
like thinking
no.
this way.
Stick with Instamine with a beacon. I think that's the way to go.
Well, that works too.
But then you have to collect all the blocks.
Or just go, well, yeah. The nice thing with this is it does leave the ores behind.
Yeah.
Because you could do this with TNT and
Should
then you
you
get
be able-
some ores that don't get blown out.
Should you be able
and there.
to Instamine deep slate? How do you feel about that?
I like the added challenge.
I kind of like it, but I get annoyed because I enjoy digging giant spaces for absolutely no reason. And
That
insta
too.
mining is super relaxing
I
until you get
do.
to the deep slate level, and then it's just annoying.
I miss the days of go
One
down to
level,
Y11
just have a beacon and
and
just dig.
just mine, right?
That's what I've done on this season at my base. If you go down to my diamond area at negative 58, I've almost dug out the entire simulation distance.
That's crazy. That's
Just
awesome though.
5 blocks tall. And I'm
We
going to
were
go
having
through.
that discussion earlier. We were trying to remember exactly how simulation distance works in the chunks.
I'm clearing out an ocean.
But we did clarify.
Yeah.
So if you're on 4 sim chunk, which is now I think realms you can go up on that. So
I'm not
you're
sure.
gonna see more probably YouTube videos
4
and
is
everything.
better, in my opinion. You get a
4
lot
is
more
the
mob spawns.
standard, has been the standard for a long time, at least on Bedrock Edition.
On Java, I think it's 12.
What that
I
means
don't know,
is
though.
that counts the chunk you're in plus 2 more chunks in each direction.
Mm-hmm.
And then it forms a square. And all that is simulated. And what that means is the game's still running in those chunks.
Yeah.
So crops will grow, things like that will still happen, mobs will move, all that stuff. Now, there are special rules for mobs as far as how close they are and all that kind of stuff.
Do you think Bedrock has too many limiting parameters for mob spawning compared to
Such
Java?
as,
On Bedrock, you can only have a certain amount of mobs in a cave or in a cave type thing in a whole world. Java has the same thing, I believe, but it's a lot less limited.
well,
You-
it's
it-
also has different mechanics even with that. The higher up you go in Java, the less mobs spawn.
Yeah.
So
Is
the
that-
deeper you go, the more. And so there's all kinds of different mechanics. It's a different way of doing it. I do feel Bedrock is simplified with theirs.
Bedrock's more optimized. I just wish mobs would spawn more.
I do wish they could bump it up, but they try to hold on to the older devices as
Yeah.
long as they can. That actually is reasonable. And that kind of brings us into the next comment.
By John Derry 270. Hey, I really enjoyed the latest podcast episode. Thanks.
I did too.
Oh, really? Really, BS?
Yeah, I did.
Although now Apple is on iOS 17, not 15, but the fact that they supported those iOS devices for Minecraft for over 8 years is crazy to me. Just proves how much they value their player community.
Right.
Yeah, they don't get rid of old devices often.
That's right.
And what's cool with Java Edition for computer users, even if you're on an old computer that couldn't run Bedrock now and is like not allowed to run Bedrock, there's probably ways to bypass it, but whatever. You can still play Java on an old version fine. So
Not
Minecraft.
anymore.
Yeah, you can. Can you?
No. Was it a comment? I don't see it in the comments section.
It might be with the launchers too. Now, I don't like the new Java launcher, well, just the Minecraft launcher as a whole, because it's a lot more limiting for old devices and stuff. And there are get-arounds like, Badline Client and Lunar Client, those kind of things are launchers. There's plenty of others that I just don't know the name of, but
I did find the comment that I'm referring to.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually in show comments, so I hope he doesn't
okay.
mind. But, and I won't say the name necessarily, but at first when you guys were talking about the 1.20.5 releasing and ending support of 32-bit operating systems, I didn't think it would impact me at all. Me realizing why I can't run anything right anymore. And he shows a screenshot and it says right on it, Java Edition here. 32-bit system detected. This may prevent you from playing in the future as a 64-bit system will be required.
For modern versions, is how it sounds to me. Sounds like you'd still be able to play.
That
Well,
is-
unless they change the launcher.
There is
That's
that.
the problem.
And this did pop up. He's on 1.20.4, it looks like, on his screenshot here. So,
I mean, 32-bit operating systems are really obsolete now. There's still
that's
people
kinda
that
what
use
I'm
them,
thinking. That's getting
but
pretty far
that's
back there.
really obsolete.
Yeah, that feels like work sometimes with some of the stuff they're still using. The funny thing is this is the stuff I grew up with using, some of these cables and whatnot. Oh, by the way there, John Derry, as far as your iOS comment, Android. Just switch to Android. There you go.
When do you
Problem
think?
fixed.
When do you think they'll stop supporting last gen consoles, PS4, Xbox One?
Oh,
and Nintendo Switch.
Well, considering there's not officially a PS5
Yeah.
version yet,
Soon.
it is coming very soon.
Also, Nintendo Switch
I think
is
it's going to be a while.
I think there's a few small like leaks or whatever. I don't know the goodness of them,
Right?
but of Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever they're gonna name it, of a new handheld console by Nintendo. Do you think? Because Nintendo Switch now struggles to run Minecraft. It's very laggy on a Nintendo Switch, and it's Bedrock Edition. It's its own port.
Right.
It has to be its own special port because Nintendo.
Absolutely. Yeah,
But
of course.
it's from what I've heard, it's super laggy.
I don't know.
Now, just playing it very simply, but once you get into a long-term survival world where you
Or
have
if
lots
you're
of stuff,
playing in something
Jericho.
like Jericho, where we have amazing builders and
Our
amazing
shopping district is
creationists.
so laggy, even on my computer.
Yep. We need to fix that, by the way. Thanks for reminding
Yep.
me of that. Definitely need to call out. If you have a shop and you have automation with chickens, please eliminate them.
And if you have anything else that's
Especially
causing
if you're
lag.
not playing every day to clear it out.
If you have tons of item frames, I think...
Don't leave your gold farms on.
Oops. No, I don't even have a gold farm.
Don't have entities, just crazy amounts of mobs crashing into one another.
My base is breaking that rule.
Mine
it's
kind of
not that
does,
loud.
but it's not near public areas
Yeah,
either.
neither is mine.
So that is a little different if
Plus-
you're way out.
Plus, my base, if anyone gets near it, they're going to die anyways because I have a Bob.
Right.
If for any
Yes.
new listeners, Bob is my pet warden that I have in the
He
sky as an
literally
anti-air raid
has a
defense
warden trapped
in the
that
sky. Full
isn't
survival.
disappearing.
Legit.
Full survival. Legit.
Rename
at
Bob.
his base. And if you're flying by with an elytra,
It's hilarious.
you get darkness effect. Absolutely.
Usually you won't get hit unless he's already been mad. So if there's phantoms and he's already in a mad mood,
Right.
if he's a little grumpy, hasn't had his morning coffee,
Yeah.
then he'll shoot
It's
you.
highly dangerous
kill
at
you.
your base now.
Dude, I was working on my base area, kind of up on the hill, which is in range of getting attacked, and I got hit a few times.
That's crazy. I don't like going to your base anymore. It's scary.
I didn't realize how small areas seem late game.
Oh, right?
I had early game. I have this little base area, and I'm like, I'm never going to fill in all this space. And now I was digging out an area, and I got to a cave underground. I was just digging out a massive amount of area for a new room in my underground part of my base. And I was getting to the area that I'm like, that's far away. And I hit the cave that goes pretty deep, and I was running into it. And I'm thinking, this used to be kind of far away from my base. And now it's not
already
that far.
starting thinking that. I haven't even got my sorter sorted yet.
Yeah.
And finished. And I'm like, I'm gonna need so much more.
My auto farm, or not my auto sorter, but just my organization is so nice. It's playing creative mode.
I need to start playing. I've been doing all kinds of other stuff, like a job.
How dare you?
Yeah, and trying to learn the job, right? Even outside of work, trying to learn what I need to learn there. It takes up a lot of my time.
So
But
have
I do
you
need
played
to
any
just get into-
Minecraft?
I have not.
Slacker.
Have you? That's
Yeah.
the real choice. We're getting right into our next segment if you're following along here.
If you're on the
Our
Block Party
time to
timeline,
talk about Minecraft.
I built an Onyx pixel art floor.
Onyx is
Or kitten.
our
Or a cat,
cat
now.
Yeah.
And
Beautiful black kitty.
So I made a pixel art and then put it in my base on a floor with glass over it. And I had a heart attack because I thought for a second glass was not working as a spawn proofing mechanism because there were slimes. I realized they were falling down from that cave I was talking about earlier.
Okay,
They were
yeah.
falling down from there.
But
glass does spawn proof, as far as I can tell so far.
it should. There
Yeah.
for a while, it wasn't.
Yep.
If it was only one layer, if it was two, it would. Kind of like carpet is supposed to also, I think.
And my stupid, dumb creeper farm is so slow. The new update, there was a
creeper
way to make it so they
farms
worked.
Are
but
different.
They suck. So you have to build a new design.
You're
that's
only
way
allowed
bigger.
so many creepers in a whole world on Bedrock, too.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about with the mob limits.
I probably should just make some kind of script run every so often that just eliminates all the creepers.
No.
That way it's a fresh...
I wouldn't do that. What if someone has a pet creeper? Collects all the mobs and stuff.
That would be the only downside, I guess. But other than that, it would overall help these kind of things.
Just make it so you can have more creepers in the world.
Yeah, maybe I could modify. That gets deep into the files. I don't know if they'd let me modify that or not.
But
Be
yeah, so I
interesting.
tore
I
out
could
my
try.
entire my creeper farm because I'm gonna rebuild a different design that I found. This
What
new,
kind are you going with?
what do you mean?
You said you found a new style.
It's pretty much the same theory. It's
Okay.
just changed to where you have blocks and you have smaller platforms, but a lot more of them. This thing has 9 trident killers too. 9, because you have multiple. So that way it does it quicker and they're spread out
I
more.
almost feel
Because the
if
thing
you
with it
just
is
have
spawn rates.
single blocks open all the way around the single block and trapdoors all the way around it, either one side or the other,
You'd have to have something to stop like spiders and stuff.
even on one block,
Maybe not.
and then just put the trapdoor above it so only creepers can spawn.
But the thing is, the way Bedrock,
It
this
would.
is what the video was talking about. They
Mm-hmm.
need multiple spawn rates, the multiple spawn spots. It's going to look for all the spawn spots in a chunk. It's not just because there's one block, it's going to spawn really quick.
I
Unlike
gotcha.
Java and Legacy, which is really annoying.
That is something, if you notice, I've watched some videos. I don't know if it's still this way, but for a while, mob farms in general, if you could watch them spawn in one chunk and you had multiple platforms,
Mhm.
one on top of the other, a mob would spawn a bunch of them straight up from that same
Hmm.
XY coordinate.
I know that's how
essentially,
Guardian farms
right?
work because
Or
they spawn
XZ
in
coordinates.
certain locations, but not all
Yeah.
farms.
But then they'd move like each
Yeah.
time, but that particular, let's say a zombie spawned. Well,
Mhm.
above that platform would be another zombie. Above that platform would be another
Yeah.
zombie straight up.
Hmm.
So that was an odd thing
So-
I've come across a couple times.
Just for fun in that area, because it's kind of the industrial area for kelp industries for all of our farms. We can just AFK there and get tons of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to clear out the simulation distance of the ocean around it. I already cleared out 4 chunks, so I'm going to clear out the rest.
Nice.
And then have it flattened out and have a big area.
Fun.
And of course, I didn't do this around an ocean monument. That would be too smart.
Yeah, that would have made sense. Well, then does that mess with your rates too? Well, if
No.
there's nowhere for them to spawn, well, would it still attempt to?
No. It
I'm
wouldn't
just
mess
wondering.
with creeper spawns.
I
'cause it's
know, but
gardens.
it just as far as efficiency of the game itself, is
Oh.
it trying to spawn them?
Not if you don't have
anyways.
water. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure you wouldn't even notice.
I wouldn't.
I get deep into thinking
And it doesn't
coding
matter
and stuff
in
like that. It
gameplay.
just doesn't matter to the end user, I guess. You have on here listed, and I don't know what you're talking about. You haven't told me about this in real life at all. I haven't heard about it.
I built a gas station on Jericho too. In shopping
Are we
district.
having cars now? I mean,
No,
are
it's
you expecting
rockets.
a lot? Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense now.
Although it's gonna be hard to restock without a creeper farm right now. So we're trying
Make
to
a
speed
gas
run to
farm.
build that.
Why don't you just make a gas farm?
Honestly, those are pretty efficient.
Right.
Comparative.
Do that.
But they're a pain in the butt to make, I think.
I don't know.
But
And
I might
give
try
you a
it.
long-term like we've said before, Jericho, this
Yeah.
season, we're going to keep it long-term.
Yeah,
Might as well
but when I
build the
need
big farms.
the gunpowder right now. We
Yeah,
only
I
are
hear ya.
selling. We're gonna sell all 3 types of rockets, and Advisory is working on the auto crafters. I think he's figured it out. So he has the auto crafters that'll go from sugarcane to paper
Mhm.
in with the gunpowder, and then it'll do flight 1, flight 2, and flight 3 rockets.
Oh,
He's
that's amazing.
all separate machines,
Okay.
but then we'll choose which ones we want because we're gonna sell all 3.
That's amazing. That is something. Actually, if you look at my show notes, it talks about auto crafters. I really want to
They're
get
kind
that
of a-
going for the gold
They're not
farm.
as cool as they seem like they would sound.
Yeah, you can't just program them
It
and make them work.
sucks.
You got to use Redstone.
It's more of
and
a
all this
pain in the
stuff, so-
butt than I was hoping for. I was hoping it'd
Well,
be like
I
a
think-
modded.
I think
thing.
that helps with the balance of
Yeah.
them not being overpowered, though. Right?
Maybe
It still
but
forces
any
you to think.
player
and
that's
normal players just won't use them.
normal players are just not going to get a use
But
out of them.
people that really would utilize them still have to create something to make it happen.
Yeah.
So I like the balance myself.
The machines are
I
about
haven't messed with the autocrafters at all.
Yeah,
I've
they're
only watched a
the
few
size
videos and stuff.
for the machine you need for them is about the same as a shulker loader.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of annoying.
That's okay. I enjoy that kind of stuff once I figure it out. I'm definitely going to have to sit down and do that. Definitely want to get my gold farm, and I want it to feed straight into my sorter, my whole
Well, that's
sorter.
easy.
Right. But I want it crafted first and then sorted again and go through, and it's a whole thing in my head. Really, outside of work this week, I didn't have time to play anything, not including Minecraft. I did do a few behind the scenes things this week. Nothing major, nothing user end really. Just back end like application stuff and things like that. Now, as far as real life, I almost did another perfect 40-hour work week. I really was hoping, because I get paid every 2 weeks now. I was really hoping to get exactly that 80 hours, right? 40-hour work weeks. I ended up going over by an hour and
How
45
dare you.
minutes yesterday. I know I was kind of disappointed, and I'll be in not trouble, but they'll say something about it kind of thing because I got overtime.
But at least you got overtime.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is that. I did have a training session this week with
Nice.
some supervisors and somebody that's super smart. I learned a lot from him and got to enjoy lunch with them. That was nice. I like these kind of meetings. I get lunch bought for me. Usually my lunch just consists of a Jack Link's meat stick, and that's usually all I have for lunch. So
You're a sad person.
What's funny about it though, you had some kind of teen club event going on. I think this was Wednesday night?
Yeah.
So HolyBookworm and I decided, okay, we don't have little C with us today. We're going to go out. We don't go out usually by ourselves. So we went out and we decided to go to Wings, etc. Enjoyed the time. Really enjoyed it. Well, my training session was the next day. Guess where they went?
Where?
Wings, etc.
Did you get the same thing both times?
I didn't. I actually got a wrap the first night. And then for lunch, though, they have 69-cent boneless wings.
That's
with whatever
amazing.
sauce you want. So we got like 12 wings. I was kind of regretting it for the afternoon session of the meeting and training and stuff. We're all sitting in there. My tummy's just going.
Shouldn't have got such spicy sauce.
Yeah, I did get the hot sauce. Hot buffalo.
Man, that's a lunch I could afford.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That's awesome.
It was really good, too. I enjoyed it, even though it was 2 days in a row.
But at least it's not the same thing.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I like food in general. I could eat the same thing anyways. It doesn't bother me.
Pizza.
We're doing that tonight.
Well, pizza has such a wide variety of food within pizza.
Right.
Like, you can have a different pizza for every day of the year.
That is true. Ooh, now I got to thinking about Minecraft again.
Oh, no. How does pizza make you think of Minecraft?
I could make a pizza item, but then you gotta get the pepperoni and you gotta get everything.
Calm down. We already have donuts and that.
I know.
Nobody even uses them.
I always forget about them.
Although, I need to figure out.
I need to update that pack.
The thing with the donuts is
now.
You can't automate it completely because it uses cocoa beans.
Okay.
And you can't fully auto cocoa beans. Which sucks because Advisor and I were going to sell them in our gas station, like a 7-Eleven donuts thing.
Got it. Yeah, you can't fully automate that because you have to, if nothing else, you have to place them.
Yeah.
But even then, you could be AFK.
We might still do something with it and sell them. It's just, they're kind of a pain in the butt to make.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. What else? What have you been up to this?
Outside of Minecraft, I played a lot of Halo.
Of course. You're like this Xbox nerd now.
And it's the
Xbox is better.
No.
I've always been a PlayStation guy, just throwing it out there.
Neither of them are better. The PC Master Race is the best.
Oh, I know.
But it's the last week of summer break from school already. It feels like summer break just started. It went by so quick. I did nothing all summer. It was great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I took time off. I have time off. I've only been there, month and a half?
Yeah.
I already have over a week of paid time off if I want it. And so I have to decide days. You start school on a special day.
Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday, exactly.
That's so special.
Yeah. It's Little C's birthday on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yay! Woo. Anyways, but you start school, so
on my birthday, that's fun.
I took Monday off.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do something special there.
Yeah.
Did you want to tell the listeners about that?
Make them wait till next week.
Oh, so we're planning a big thing on Monday. So check back next week. Don't forget, though. If you forget, they're going to come after you. You know that, right?
Oh, well.
Make sure you remind me to put it in the notes.
Yeah, I'll forget, but okay. Listeners, come back next week. Something big.
There you go. Anything else real life going on with you?
Not really.
Not really.
There was that party on Wednesday.
Party on Wednesday? How'd that go, by the way? I haven't really talked to you.
It was, a pond party with youth group from church.
Nice.
I realize how out of shape I am when I go swimming.
That's because
to
you like
swim in.
donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And play too much
exactly.
Halo, exactly.
Yeah,
But they have like a
I'm an Xbox kid.
they have a swing thing into their pond. It's like an old telephone pole with a rope on the end of it and a
That's
ladder
fun.
going up to a platform. It's fun, but one of my friends decided it'd be fun. So they have a floating fire pit in the middle of their pond, and that's where all the teens have to cook their hot dogs if they want a hot dog that's cooked. It's a requirement. And my friend thought it'd be a good idea to take his hot dogs, put them on the little, poker fire stick. Normally you'd swim out to where the fire pit is and just cook them like that. He went off the swing holding the hot dogs on a
I don't think
poker
that went
stick.
very well, did it?
He almost saved it because he was holding the hot dogs as high as he could. They barely went underwater. So he had to dry off his hot dogs over the fire, and they tasted like pond water.
But that's okay. You kill any of the bacteria by cooking it.
Yeah.
So you're good there.
But I'm like, that was a dumb idea.
That's fine.
Granted, it was my idea.
I'm good
I
at
just
that,
wasn't
being the
gonna do it.
idea guy
I'm
and get
good.
somebody that's stupider than me to
Yep.
actually implement it.
See, I come up with dumb ideas. You're not supposed to follow them.
Right, exactly.
But no, it was fun.
That does sound like fun. All right, enough about us and our real lives.
Yeah. Real life.
Oh, I made a change for this next part, Little C. I hope you enjoy.
The past week of Minecraft. All info from Minecraft.net. Shouldn't it be the past week in Minecraft?
I know, it has been the past week in Minecraft. I don't know if my OCD can
About
take this.
Minecraft?
About Minecraft? I don't know.
The
The past week, Minecraft.
Week
Just leave it out.
past Minecraft.
Minecraft, past week. We could do that. But
Oh,
we're not affiliated with Minecraft. I do want to throw it out there. This
Mojang,
is all...
you want us to be
we're
official?
just fans. That would be
pay
cool.
us.
That,
Or-
well, yeah.
Or just send us
allow
one.
me.
Can you guys just send us those little like creator boxes that all the big Minecraft YouTubers
That would be
get?
kind of nice.
I want one of those.
Throw them our way. I appreciate it.
Come
Yeah.
on, Mojang.
All right. Anyways, we have Minecraft Bedrock Beta / Preview 1.21.30.21. Came out Thursday, August 1st, 2024. There are changes here. The bad omen effect can now be reset by drinking an ominous bottle of any level. So I'm assuming that just means that it starts at the clock back.
Yeah, I was so confused with Bad Omen, the new bottles, the ominous
Okay.
bottles. I haven't looked into them at all.
Right? Have
And-
you used them now, though?
No, I've
Okay.
got them.
Okay.
And I got one that was 5, and then one that was just Bad Omen. And I was confused by that. I didn't realize they were different levels.
I didn't know that
And I
till
don't
just
know-
now.
I don't know if the levels affect raids or not. At least in Java, I think they do. And I think you have levels of raids in Bedrock. But I know it affects the vault things, which I haven't gone to a trial chamber yet. I want to, and I'm planning on it. I'm waiting because I want to do it on a live stream with friends and be stupid and trial vaults and die 28 times.
That sounds fun.
So I just
Yeah,
got to get
just
everyone
make
together
sure you
and
record it.
go to the trial chamber.
Continuing on, added line break ability for how to play topic labels instead of having it add when when the line got too long. Unique item textures have been given to each banner pattern item to better distinguish between each other.
This is great. I already used a texture pack that does that, but now it's in the base game, so I'm happy.
Nice. It's not in actual vanilla. It's coming. It's in the
I know,
beta
but
preview. Just throwing. We gotta clarify. Don't get too excited quite yet. Shouldn't be much longer on this kind of stuff though. The rarity of all items and blocks have been reevaluated to more accurately reflect the current challenge of obtaining them. When an item is enchanted, their rarity status is now increased depending on their base rarity. Improved new D-pad for touch controls. It is now more compact, includes back strafing buttons, and a slightly extended zone outside where camera input is not received in order to prevent unexpected camera movement. Added new variations to the trial chamber hallways, including encounters, short challenges leading to a larger chamber. So side quests, it sounds like, somewhat.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Replace the empty chest at the entrance of chamber with a hopper and barrel. I wonder what the purpose of that is. Just so you can get a hopper and you can find
I
a barrel?
saw this, and I saw a Minecraft dev on X Twitter talk about it,
Yeah.
and they were saying it made more sense or something. Like, it's a lore thing, and they were talking about it. And it's a bit more... The empty chest was confusing, they thought, if you're in a structure and found an empty chest.
Okay.
And this is meant to be an item dump, so you can dump your items and then come back for them, is the point of this
I
feature.
see.
So the hopper's a bit more
So the hopper's
receiving.
on top,
Yeah. And
and then it goes into
I
a
saw
barrel.
this was an interesting discussion. Another user commented on it and was talking, what isn't this kind of more advanced than what should be in a default structure? It almost looks player-made. And they said, well, the ancient people of Minecraft or whatever that built the structure kind of thing
Right.
do advanced stuff. And it's already, the trial chambers are pretty advanced
That is
feeling.
true. And
So
if
it's
you're
a whole-
doing it, you probably should be a little bit more advanced.
And it's just,
too.
yeah, it's just a lore thing. But
And I wonder if it's used as a teaching tool. If you've never seen
Yeah.
a hopper and you come
Yep.
across it, hey, what's
I
this
really
do? And you
like
can interact. You
that
can kinda see
Minecraft's
it.
doing that.
I agree with that.
Ruined
Having
portals?
in-game learning
Ruin portals
or teaching.
are great.
Yeah.
Before them, how would you know what the nether is or what the nether portal is?
Yeah, true.
You see those, you look at it, that could be completed.
I agree. Well, that's interesting then that they added that. They do have some fixes here. Boats will no longer disappear while sliding on ice.
You will see.
Yeah, we'll see. Exactly. And that comes and goes. Dismounting a vehicle no longer puts the player inside the ground on some platforms.
Yeah, we'll see.
Fixed a bug that caused placeholder textures to appear after minimizing and then restoring the game window.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's how I feel on all these. It would be nice if they actually got to these fixes, though. Fixed an issue that was preventing Realism Craft and some other packs from working on realms. Fixed multiple trial chamber templates have missing or incorrect block. Fixed a soft lock that could occur when purchasing subscriptions.
Nope, they gotta fix
Gotta
that
fix
right
that one
away.
right away. Yep. Oh, we'll probably have a real release for that next week.
Yep. It'll just be fixed.
Yep.
We can get more money now.
Yep, pretty much. Fixed a bug where player health would be rounded down instead of rounded up, causing the HUD heads up display to sometimes only show empty health icons.
And many more.
And many more. Exactly. You kind of looked at me with the HUD and I explained it like, oh, that's what that means.
No,
I saw a light up in your head.
I knew what it meant. It's
Okay.
just when it's called heads-up display, I don't think of it as what it is in video games.
I gotcha.
I think of it as the Iron Man mask.
I think
overlay.
of it as the display in cars that kind of shows on windshields. I don't know if
Those
that's
are
still a thing.
so
but
cool.
Yeah, it's
A lot
nice.
of modern cars do that, so it just reflects off the windshield. That's
Right.
all I want in life, is a car that shows the speed, or like a GPS right there.
Yep.
Like kind of translucent. That would be so cool.
Yep, absolutely. All right, that's all we have. There was no Java Edition stuff. It seems like they slack off.
They're killing
over
off that edition. It's
Yep,
gone.
It's gone.
No.
No more. No, that's just how they operate. They operate differently. They put out less and put more in when they
Yes.
update it.
Now it's time for do.
Listener questions.
Our first question comes from HolyBookworm. What made you want to start a podcast?
I love talking about Minecraft. What more is there, right?
I honestly don't know why we started a podcast. Why are we here? What are we doing? Where am I again?
I guess it's time to end since
But I
we don't
know-
have a reason.
I know the first time we did the show, episode 1, it was
Yes.
not really a podcast. It was a Q&A on the Jericho Discord server where the members would just join and ask about stuff.
That's what we call a pilot episode.
It completely different than what the rest of the show is.
It is. I mean, we kind of continued with having questions, right?
Yeah.
We have your listener questions. You can make comments.
I don't know how it turned into this.
It's
This is
not
crazy.
live. I like this. I like
Yeah.
our format, what we've been doing for a while now.
I do too. It's just crazy how it became
There are
this.
times when I miss talking about just a certain theme or a certain item of the game, but that's kind of
I
what
don't.
Holy Bookworm's doing now. And I kind of enjoy that.
I
in a
enjoy
short
talking about
form.
random
Yeah, that's cool too.
Minecraft.
Absolutely. And it's nice to have that freedom to just get off on a tangent about whatever it is.
Yep.
I do kind of look back, and at the time we started this podcast, which was a long time ago, 155 weeks ago, basically?
Yeah.
It's a long time. We had something else kind of going at times within this Minecraft war community of having content. Do you want to talk about that at all, Little C? Before the podcast, we used to do another kind of show.
No, there was never another show.
If you know, you know.
There was not another show.
And it would be very funny to bring it up and share it everywhere if you can find it.
Doesn't exist.
Little C.
It's not out there.
And original BS.
You can't find it.
I think it's pretty good.
And if anyone of you find it, I will find you. Did we even use
our gamer tags now? I don't think so.
We had different gamer tags at the time.
So it's interesting. There's some deep lore. Go digging. We'll move on from that. Our next question comes from John Derry 270. Have you ever played Minecraft Java Edition on Mojang launcher for Android?
Nope. Never heard of it. I have seen things where you can play Java on a phone. Although if I want to play Java on my phone, I'll just remote connect to my desktop at home from anywhere in the world using my phone.
Yeah, you could do that. That's one way to do it. And what is the program you use that you found?
Parsec. Sorry, not a T at the end.
Yeah. And it works really well.
It's completely free, and there was a free trial of the paid version. It's not worth it. It gives you 2 monitor support, but it sucks. It's not good 2 monitor support.
It kind of sounds like what we use really at work to shadow people, essentially.
But it's really cool if you want to remote connect to your computer or whatever. It's free. It's made for gamers, so there's low latency and stuff. And I've used it from...
How does just remote desktop work? Have you tried that?
On Windows?
On Windows?
It's really weird. It's finicky.
Because I've used that occasionally, if I have to log in my work server
just use Parsec.
Okay.
If you're going to do it.
Got it. Well, I'm guessing first answer is no, I haven't used Mojang launcher. But I'm guessing you're trying to find a solution because of your older device that we talked about a little bit earlier. Oh, wait, I wasn't supposed to name who the comment was, but I don't think he cares. My solution, if you're going to play on phone anyways, just play Bedrock Edition.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And if you really like Java Edition, just use a Java UI cover for Bedrock.
And we have to get it out of our heads. It used to be, I can give you, Java was the better version.
Back in the day.
Back in my day.
Not even that long ago.
No.
They fixed Bedrock. They've made it good.
If you haven't tried it in a long time.
If you haven't tried it in the past 2 years.
Go give it a try. Seriously. Try it again. Go in with an open mind. Get it out of your head.
Go play single player. Don't play on servers.
Just go play.
I know a lot of people
that complain. There's a lot of toxicity in servers too.
That complain about Bedrock, but they play on an SMP, either on a realm or a server.
Yeah.
If you play single player, it's a lot less laggy or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Bedrock. That's the answer to everything.
And with Bedrock, it seems, this is something someone on Jericho was talking about. It seems as if you can place water buckets quicker in interactions. You can instantly place and pick up a water bucket, and interactions like that seem quicker now on Bedrock, which is a huge improvement.
Well, I do remember they were playing that for a while, and they reverted back to where it was.
So we'll see. But I hope they keep
see where we end up.
Because a lot of people, that's a big thing for them.
All right. Well, thank you for those listener questions. Again, you can get those to us. Email contact@theblockpartymc.com or join our Discord. It can be found at theblockpartymc.com, and then find the Discord link. It's right there. It's on the main page. There's a button. Push it.
Before we leave, you can't forget about the best part of the show. The main reason you're still listening. HolyBookworm's Joke of the Week.
Which state has the most street?
Rhode Island.
Well, actually, there's a difference between streets and roads, so this joke doesn't hold up.
Okay, BS. Okay.
No, I kind of like that. Exactly. Fun.
You need glasses.
I do need glasses.
Be a real nerd.
Guess what?
What?
I think it's August now, isn't it?
Yeah?
So I think I officially might have, insurance for eyes and stuff.
Oh my gosh,
so
he's gonna...
I might go
nerd
get glasses.
BS. So you guys ready for this? This is gonna be scary.
This is gonna be fun. It sounds good to me. All right. Thank you, listeners, for being here. Really appreciate it. Hey, we need your support, though. I hate doing this part somewhat, but
Well,
at the
then
same
shut
time,
up.
well, I know. We would like your support so we can continue doing this, make it better and better every week. I know we do really good, and how are we going to make this any better? But
Yeah, how are we going to make this any better,
help
BS?
us stay motivated and subscribe. It's only 99 cents a month. It's not asking too much, I don't think.
I can't afford that.
And we can also give you some extra stuff, right? You get the first episodes, that pilot episode we talked about.
Oh, no.
You can go back and listen to it.
Maybe you don't want to subscribe.
And there is another show, which reminds me we probably should record another one of those. It's just you and I, or we had all kinds of guests. We had somebody actually from Colorado come in.
It's a very random
and we've had
show.
Yeah, actually we've had 2 guests from Colorado, come to think about it.
Well, kind of.
One was in studio and one was not.
It's very random shows.
It is very random. We even had Aaron Lewis on one of the shows. So make sure you tune in. You get that subscription. TheBlockPartyMC.com. Find out how.
Got thoughts? I don't. But if you do, or you have questions, reach us on Discord or at contact@theblockpartymc.com.
Thanks for listening. I'm Bearded Sloth, and now I gotta eat my coffee.
And I'm Little C. Bye.